I do not ordinarily believe in anything out of the realms of science. I suppose this is probably because my father is one of the more prominent physicists of the Republic. It was who instilled in me from the time I was young, a strong disbelief in anything supernatural. But my beliefs turned 180 degrees during that one night that I spent camping out on St. John's Island. My friends who had been staying at the bungalow before, tried to warn me that there were a lot of strange phenomena going on at the bungalow. Naturally, I shrugged off all their warnings. I had a book to write and I did not want to go out far away from home, but I wanted a quiet place to finish my book. My editor was breathing down my neck. One reason I chose St. John's Island was that there was no telephone in the bungalow. My editor could not bug me. All went well during the day. But that night, a few things happened. First, there was a power failure. I had to work by candlelight and did. It was about 1 a.m. when I heard a soft knock on the door. I was sure it was a soul from next door, probably he or she wanted to borrow a candle. I opened the door, but no one was there. I thought that perhaps I had been mistaken and went back to my writing. Then I heard a child whimpering. I looked about and thought the sound came from the kitchen. The knight in me was roused and I rushed into the kitchen to help a fellow human. When I reached the kitchen, I realized that the sound was from outside the door. Quickly I unbolted the door and looked out. There was no one at the door, but I saw some movement among the barbecue benches, about 5 meters away. I looked and saw quite clearly, a child standing near one of the benches. She was crying softly. "Hello," I called out and started to walk to her. She turned and looked at me. Then I saw a woman moving from my right towards the child. I was sure that it was the mother and stopped. The woman moved to the child and then picked her up and embraced her warmly to herself. "Hello," I said again, and this time the woman turned to look at me. She flashed a smile. Then the smile just faded away with the woman and child. They just faded away, gradually right before my eyes. I ran forward to look for them. I looked everywhere, behind the benches and the treks. A cold feeling gripped my heart. I decided that I had better get back to the safety of my bungalow and moved back as fast as I could. I lay awake the whole night wondering what it was that I had stumbled into. I am sure now that this beautiful world of ours has a lot of mysteries, beyond science.